Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting news to go and talk about because we've actually now seen that one of Xbox Series X's only exclusives that have actually come out so far on the Xbox Series X is now coming to the PlayStation 5. And this is some very intriguing news too as well, because as of right now, both of these consoles are a little bit more on the drier side when it comes to exclusives. So it's also even more surprising, and a lot of people out there are surprised in general because no one was really expecting this to actually come over to the PlayStation 5. So we're going to talk about that, talk about the future of some of these things, and also I hope you guys are excited for this next upcoming week because we're going to have E3 coming on over here. So we're going to have a lot of really good gaming leaks, gaming news, hopefully a brand new bunch of exclusives, and overall a lot of good gaming news, which I think we're so overdue for, and there's so many games out there I want to go and play and hear about. So I hope you guys are excited for that. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, make sure you guys use that Linktree link down below for bonus entries, as well for the PS5 giveaway. We have the Twitter and Twitch link down below if you guys want to follow. The Amazon links as well for the PS5 consoles, controllers, warehouse consoles, and all that stuff. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and definitely leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let's go dive into the actual video itself. So, if you guys actually have not heard the news as of yet, let me go and fill you guys on in. Basically, one of the only AAA games so far that have actually come out for Microsoft and Xbox is now officially coming to the PlayStation 5. This game is The Medium. I'm sure maybe some of you guys heard about that game when it first came out. It's like a survival, thriller, horror-ish type style game, and that was, in all honesty, one of the only Xbox exclusives I can kind of think of as of right now that basically came out. Like, there may be a few little smaller ones mixed in there, but like nothing super insanely, insanely AAA. Don't forget like things, like Resident Evil, that's on all its cross platforms, so it's a little bit different. So very intriguing on this because a lot of people were assuming that was only going to end up coming out on the Xbox itself as a pure exclusive. And now actually apparently it was just a timed exclusive as of now, and something tied into as well with Game Pass. So let's go talk about this. We have a little bit of information I'm going to be rocking out over here from Forbes themselves and talk about this in general because it's very curious. If you guys want to leave your thoughts down below, you guys totally can. But basically the biggest Xbox Series X exclusive so far is coming to the PlayStation 5. So it turns out one of Xbox Series X's big console exclusive deals was indeed actually a timed exclusive after all. And that would be The Medium. That was a game I mentioned before, the horror game as well, if you guys have not played it. The delayed horror game that came out in early 2021, arriving as a Game Pass title on Xbox. And then after the delay of Halo Infinite, The Medium was effectively the only major exclusive Xbox had around this window, which is actually a little bit on the weirder side too, because when it comes to both the PS5 and Xbox, I feel like the exclusives have been lacking. Now, thankfully, next week we do have Ratchet & Clank, and I am so extremely excited to go and stream that. If you guys want to follow the Twitch, for sure, I'll definitely be playing that. But overall, like, we just want more. And I really hope this E3 season is going to give us a lot of brand new game announcements, because everything's been really dry for the past, like, year and a half. Thankfully, because of Corona, but, either way. So basically, this was pretty much the only major AAA game that they actually had for Xbox. Well, that seems to have just been temporary. The ESRB has now rated the game for release on the PS5, according to the official website. This has not been officially announced yet, so it's a bit of like a leak slash like early talk on it. But the Medium developer Blooper team is in a published partnership with Coach Media, which is having a very big pre-E3 stream on June 11th, where this may come up among a slew of other announcements. So basically, it's just been like more on official records. As you guys know, you guys have to submit your game to the ESRB. So basically, like if they're going to be releasing the game, it's submitted there. So it's pretty much like confirmed that this game is now coming on the PS5. And it's very interesting that the actual PS5 just basically yoinked up another Xbox pretty big exclusive, which is kind of intriguing. The Medium arrived with relatively little fanfare, debuting to decent but sometimes mixed reviews, with most people saying it was pretty okay and a good Game Pass title. The implication is that it would be a harder sell on its own, but it stands to reason it will probably be standalone priced on PS5, so let's just hope it's not a $70 game like other PS5 games, which once again, I agree with. That's always so expensive and one of my biggest rants. So it's very intriguing because I personally would probably never go pay $70 for this game. It was a pretty good game. It was well made, well reviewed, and people who did play it did enjoy it, especially for a horror game. But kind of how even this article stated, for a game like a Game Pass game, that seems perfect. Like, a nice $15, you try it on out, you see if you like it, and I'm down with that, which is why I do always go and say nice things about the Xbox Game Pass. But one of the bigger issues too as well is like, what's the price point going to be on the PS5? And yes, this remains a next-gen only game because of the nature of the content, which has players insta-switching between worlds and parallel tracks, something last-gen consoles are just not equipped to handle. Which, if you guys actually saw our video earlier on today, we actually made a comment stating how I enjoy sometimes, with these games focusing on next-gen graphics and utilizing these engines. So I do actually like the idea that this is staying purely next-gen. Now, I still think people that have only a PS4 or have not had a chance to get a PS5 yet should not be left in the dust, and they should be able to go and play games out there. But it's a little bit on the weirder side too, because it's just weird that this is coming to the PlayStation 5 so soon. Also, basically a lot of Xbox fans were also citing the Medium as a good demonstration for the Xbox Series X power. Thankfully, as of now, we've had more so comparisons on things such as Resident Evil, and we pretty much saw very, very similar frame rates and frame effective rates, with maybe a little baby hiccups in the Xbox Series X, what's slightly better than the PS5. But overall, it's pretty much similar, so it's probably easier to go use that. But a lot of people were using the Medium as a good oh my god, this is finally next AAA, we're finally getting next gen, which is nice. So now I'm actually gonna be kind of very curious to go and see this, because it was more released out first for the Xbox, and this will be very, very intriguing information out there for those kind of nerdy guys like me that love seeing the comparisons. So maybe now with the Medium on the PS5 and also Medium with the Xbox, we can maybe have even more official comparisons rather than a game that's built for everything, and we can maybe compare it for maybe a game that's specifically made for Xbox at first and then released later on the PS5. So those will be very, very interesting numbers to go on the lookout for which console's actually better. I don't think this means much in the grand scheme of things, which I kind of agree on this too as well. It is very intriguing, and it is kind of cool that we are seeing Sony kind of yoinking up other AAA games. I do think that's a nice thing to go and see, but overall, this was more not this is not like a Halo, it's not like a Gears or Halo where they're massive console sellers. So I'll be kind of curious to see what the mass effect for all this will even be. That was not a pun. That's not an intentional pun. So basically, also that Series X actually did have a relatively light launch season, and it's not like the Medium was some earth-stopping exclusive hit. Kind of like I said right there. If this was Halo now coming to the PS5, oh my lord, that would be insane. That'd be very, very, very insane. But yeah, basically the Medium also has already been a nice financial success. It did turn a profit a week after launch, which is always very, very good. And overall too as well, it has an 88% positive reviews. So pretty much everything's pretty good. So we'll be kind of curious to see how well this game does go for sale on the PS5 itself. So it's actually kind of cool to go and see. I would like to hear your thoughts down below, because like I said, this is not the biggest, most insane, Halo is now on PS5 for the next 5 years type announcement, but it is interesting enough because we still have not really seen almost any Xbox Series X exclusives. We will hopefully hear a lot of good news when it comes to the E3 announcements coming in the next few days, next week or so we can actually maybe finally have some reasons to go play our Xbox Series X for pure exclusives. But as of right now, especially with Ratchet & Clank coming out and also Returnal doing so well, it does kind of seem like the PlayStation 5 and Sony has that little baby edge when it comes to pure exclusive games. But of course, as well, as you guys know, the major kind of vocal point for the Xbox is more on Game Pass and also PC games and all that stuff as well. Crossplay with all of that, so it kind of makes a little bit more sense when it comes to that. But overall, I want to hear your thoughts on this. It's kind of cool that we're seeing this type of still exclusivity war going on, but I think this will be definitely heat on up a lot more in the next 2 weeks or so with brand new Sony announcements, Sony press announcements, events, and all of that, because at least in my opinion, that's kind of when everything starts getting a little bit more juicy for next gen these next 1 or 2 weeks. So kind of cool that we are seeing PS5s kind of yoinking up some games. Kind of sad that we're seeing a little bit of Xbox Series X exclusives kind of losing some heat. But overall, as long as we're all gamers and at least we're getting fun games, I'm kind of cool with whatever. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway with the notifications on. We're going to get back to tracking all the PS5 and Xbox stuff tomorrow, of course, as well. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below. The Weeble as well. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Go ahead and basically you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Like the video, comment down below your thoughts. Follow the Twitter and Twitch as well if you guys want to. I just appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Creep on those Amazon links too as well in case warehouse consoles pop on up or controller pre-orders and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for hopefully some really good PS5 and Xbox tracking videos. Love you guys.